Hey, it's your girl Wildflower of UGS Music, and welcome back to Popcorn Culture, where we'll be talking about all the microwavable music we all love. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Kodak and 6ix9ine are doing a song together. And why is this a big deal? Because 6ix9ine is a snitch and Kodak is a hood Negro, and the two are not supposed to mix. Now, Kodak is just referring to it as a business move, and that's pretty much how he refers to it in the verse if you heard the song. And I do feel like people are generally split. Some people feel like Kodak should stick to the street code, and some people think to hell with the street code. Personally, when it comes to a couple people who do things that I don't understand anyway, I could care less. So, on to the next. Thank you, next. Now, speaking of Boosie, Mr. Badass himself has come out and said this. Now, if you're from up north somewhere, you can't even begin to take me seriously right now. So, but hear me out. Okay, so is Jay-Z the bigger artist? Yes. Is he more lyrically talented? That's subjective, but I think most people would say yes. But none of that really matters, because while there are people who are born in the South, born and raised in the South, who love Jay-Z and who hate the fact that someone like Boosie even has a platform, there are, at the same time, those people who are born and raised in the South who are gonna find an artist like Boosie more relatable than someone like Jay-Z, even though he's bigger and things like that, And to some degree, they can be comparable because they both rap about selling drugs and, other stereotypical rap topics. But the thing that's going to separate them, again, is where Boosie is from and everything like that. The Deep South, specifically Louisiana. His beat selection is going to be different. Everything from that to the terminology he uses, and a lot of things in the way that he paints the picture, is different. And in that way that he does it, there's definitely a group of people who resonate with that more than what Jay-Z would say, the way he would say it. So, I don't really have a dog in this fight, but I'm just saying there's some validity to what Boosie is saying. There is a group of people out there, like a healthy group of them, that will agree with this. Like us from the South, we all have that cousin who still bumps Pastor Troy on the regular, wears a tall tee. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Tall tee or not, you know what I'm talking about. Those are the people who would agree with Boosie and myself right now. He might be a little, but he has something there. He does. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about at all, well, you ain't from the South. Lotto has hit the #1 spot for the very first time. Now, this is a big deal for an artist in any case, but she's been rapping since she was a child, so I'm happy to see it happen. And as the years have gone on, her rap skills have actually gotten better and better. And she's one of the few artists that after she became mainstream, I actually like the music better. So that's another interesting thing. Currently though, the song that did it for her is 7, which includes a feature verse from Lotto collaborating with BTS's Jungkook. Now, me personally, I'm not really on this whole K-pop BTS wave, but I guess I can understand the appeal, especially for a collaboration like this. And I actually really like Lotto's verse in the song. She definitely added to the song. Another beautiful coincidence is that, how Lotto has an appreciation for the number 7, hence her title of her last album and the tattoo that she has. Well, isn't it just kind of funny or cool how the first #1 single she gets is also titled 7? You know what I mean? Those who get it, get it. Anyways, congrats to her. I'd like to see the same stat without any features. Let me know in the comments if I'm asking for too much. That's all I have right now, but when I come back, we're going to talk about some new music that dropped within the last 2 weeks. But for now, what happened with Kid Poetry?
It's good, we back, baby. You already know who it is, man, and this is what happened to him. On What Happened To, we talk about everything, everybody, and we try to find out what happened to some of the older people, you know what I mean? The people we used to listen to, we used to vibe to, we used to rock with. And today, we're gonna speak about a specially specific person, you know what I mean? Somebody from back in the day. Now, before your mama was your mama, she used to do the chicken head. I'm just gonna let you know it. If you don't know what the chicken head is, go Google the chicken head. This man right here made the chicken head so popular, man. And this guy today, and we're gonna be talking about what happened to Chingy. He got his start in 2002. He started as Nelly's opening act. and which is crazy. We're gonna get back to that because they had a wild past as well. Okay, so Chingy, born Howard Bailey Jr., he's out of St. Louis. If you never heard of him, man, he was fire back in the day. I mean, he had some hot hits. I'm talking about with Tyrese. Every time I gotta leave, someone keep pulling me back, That was the shit, man. He even had a dude who played Simba, Jay Weave, back in the day. They had a joint called, what was it? One Call Away. One Call Away was fire. I'm talking, everybody know the right there. You know your mom was doing the chicken head back in the day. But yo, he was fire. I'm talking about he had TV cameos. He was acting in movies. I'm talking about he even had a song that was in Need for Speed back in the day. Y'all remember Need for Speed? And man, what happened to this nigga? What happened to this nigga? So I got the information. I went, got all the deets, and we found out what happened to my boy Chingy. I mean, his first 2 albums went platinum. The nigga was still making great music. Like I said, him and Tyrese had the joint back in the day. That was after the first 2 albums. He was still doing his thing. So what happened? Him and Nelly got into some beef, which is crazy because they both from St. Louis. You know his nigga from home. It only can be one. So him and Nelly, like I said, he started out as Nelly's opening act. Then he got signed to DTP with Ludacris. And that just erupted his career. I mean, he was working with Jermaine Dupri. He was working with all different kinds of people. I mean, he was on top of the world. I mean, my sister was in love with this nigga, Adrian, you know what I'm talking about. But listen, he was fired. Everything changed because he was feeling like Nelly wasn't giving him the type of amplification that he needed when he was on tour with him. And that's why nigga decided, okay, he gonna sign with DTP. He ain't signed with Nelly, you know what I mean? He ain't rock with bruh like that. And that started the feuds between them. He thought Nelly was talking shit about him in a joint. Then after that, he went and made a joint about Nelly, and everything just kept increasing and increasing. Shit, they even said Bow Wow had something to do with them boys getting back together after time. But when you pick against the man, both of them was the man at the time. I can't lie, but Nelly, come on, Nelly. Nelly was Nelly, man. Niggas had the eye patch and everything. He wasn't doing the chicken head, but niggas doing the eye. He was doing the eye patch though. So from there, he also had some crazy stuff happen with some. We just gonna call them allegations, man. We just gonna call them allegations. If you know, you know. There was some things that happened between him and somebody in the LGBT community. And those things, hip-hop wasn't really inclusive at the time. Hip-hop wasn't really inclusive at the time. They weren't accepting of a lot of people. And not to say that these allegations were true, but they affected his career. And once they did the damage, I mean, shit, the damage was done. Honestly. And it changed the course of his career. People weren't rocking with him the same. Things weren't going the same way for him. And he actually became a Hebrew Israelite. And still dropped some more shit. Like, he was still dropping music. I mean, even throughout the years, he's still been dropping music. And in fact, he just had a new album come out called Chinglish. Actually, I think like last year or something like that. So he's still doing his thing. That's the funny thing. I had to go look him up on Instagram and shit. And he really hasn't changed. I mean, look at the picture of him. He really has not changed over the years. So I guess minding your business really do keep you young, man. Mind your business so you can look like you did. Back to you, Wildflower.
And we're back. Let's get to these new releases. First up is Cardi B and Offset. Okay, so when I first saw the ad for this song, I just felt like I wasn't gonna like it. And then when I watched the video, it was already starting off wrong for me. I know I'm being a little hard, but lately I just don't like all that toxic shit. But I continued to watch, and you know what? My feelings changed very abruptly. The beat came on and Offset came on and went off. I love the way that he sounded in this song, his flow and everything on the beat, and I love his hairstyles, y'all. Check it out. Check that out. I love it. Love it. And they had the kids in the video. Cardi looked great and had a great verse as well. You know, she was very sexy. The song was short and sweet, you know, no hook, which is cool in this case because I just wonder what the hook would be. Anyways, I just want to end this off with saying that this song kind of reminds me of the one that Glorilla and Moneybagg Yo did, which I hate that song. This one is much better. Icespice dropped Deli, and you know, it's an Icespice song. It's an Icespice video. Funny how that's all I have to say and you know what I'm talking about. The kids gonna love it though, as they always do. Apparently she got kids shaking ass in the video. Did y'all hear about that alleged controversy? Apparently one of the young ladies in the video was a little too young, and you know, I joke, but I doubt that it was on purpose, you know, especially with the way these teenagers look nowadays, very grown, and also if she's in an environment. Now hold up, now I actually got an update, a little more information about the situation by watching my girl Chama's channel. I'll actually link the video down below, but yeah, she was basically telling a little more detail about the situation. Apparently this girl, this 16-year-old girl, is very popular. She lives in Texas and she actually took a flight to go do the video. So I guess, like, you know, she's a model or something like that, but you know, with the details that have come out in Chama's video, I'm starting to think that they knew she was 16. Maybe we should blame this girl's parents. Where are their parents? You know what I'm saying? We talking about Icespice. This girl is a 16-year-old. She got parents or a guardian or something. Up next, another rapper benefiting from pretty privilege, Saweetie. And y'all, I love Saweetie, okay? But the fact that she keeps getting chance after chance after lackluster and sometimes even bad performances, the fact that she keeps getting chance after chance after the general consensus is really that she can't rap. The fact that people love to look at her definitely helps with the lack of bars and performance. And I love Saweetie, y'all, but that's why I put those two in the same category, because if they were dark skinned, I highly doubt that they'd be that popular and that subpar at the same time. Now for the music. Saweetie came out with 2 new singles, Birthday and Shot O'Clock, which both sound like theme songs in the best way. I mean, Birthday is a cute little song people can use on their reels, and Shot O'Clock is, to me, like a commercial party song. Like, it's a party song, but the chorus to me is a little iffy with the countdown. It doesn't sound horrible. It's just some parts of the song are questionable, and I think that that's the whole problem with Saweetie's music and why people don't take her seriously when it comes to being a rapper. But not me though. I love Saweetie. I can appreciate Saweetie's music for what it is, cute and fun. That's all I expect, and I don't get disappointed. That is all that I have for today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you have made it this far, go ahead and like the video. Please share it with a music lover. Leave me some comments, what you think about the things that I said, some of the questions that I asked, and stay tuned for more music topics next week. Thanks.